Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and yes, you've seen the title. We're going to be looking at the DOT team, and pretty much I would say it's like one of the best teams in the game. And yeah, low-key you can see we don't have Alucard in the team. It's because we're going to be using Caloric Stone on the Irons to bring him in. And let me just run through like the setup in terms of like Memorias, Familiars, and ideal equipment, of course. I say equipment because it's just the easiest way to say it. So in terms of talking about both, so yeah, I'm just talking about from here. So as you can see on our Hibana, we've got Deadeye, a Burb, and DOT amp. On our power, we have Burb and the Benny Memoria, but ideally you want the Alucard Memoria. But that kind of is a pain in the ass. I don't know why the hell we have to spend so much gems for it. It's like, if there was like 2 PE drops, bro, 2 PE drops, and then after it could just be no PE, bro. Like, come on, it's such a pain in the ass, bro. Like, you could spend 10 million gems and not get a single. You might go 10 million gems without getting your second Alucard Memoria. You could spend 200k and get it, I mean, it's just luck at the end of the day. So yeah, you would either, of course, have your Alucard Memoria on her, and then for Kafka, I put a Doctor with a C3 just to give a cost reduction and a bit of range, and I also just gave a Frozen Admiral that has Jack of All, so she gets cost reduced as well. For Kafka, DOT amp does not work. A lot of things just don't work on her. Deadeye does not work. There's a lot of things that don't work, so that's why it's just about you getting her as cheap as possible. So you can just place her, and if you do need to move her, you need to move her. You can move it easily. And then for Urza, we want Deadeye. We got a Burb on her, and we're running DOT amplifier. And I want you guys to notice that the 2 DOT amplifiers I do have over here, they both have Contagious on them. And the reason for this, on top of the 30% DOT damage they do, it gives another 30% more DOT damage, so 60% more DOT damage. For these 2 units, I wouldn't say it's essential, but it's a big difference. And you might be thinking I'm very rational rolling on these 2, but the 2 units here, Urza reapplying Bleed and Hibana reapplying Burn, these 2 should age out like very well, because as the game cycles, there's gonna be more Bleed units, more Burning units, so I wouldn't say there's a way for them full out meta, but it's AV, so you never know what happens. But I did hit like Contagious P on one of them, and the other one I got it just before PE. I'll just put the clip on the screen. If you guys want to skip it, you can skip it. I'll just show the 2 clips of me rolling on these DOT amps. Just Contagious in like 200, please. Oh, where's my water clicker? Yo, this is dangerous. It's actually dangerous stuff. Oh my days, no solo, no, I need Contagious. It's not even a Contagious P, bro. Deadeye, oh my day. Yo, what? Yo, double Deadeye is crazy. Bro, Jack of all, yo, this game is dragging it. I already spent 145, bro. I'm gonna hit P. Oh my days. No, I'm gonna hit Divinity, man. I'm gonna hit Divinity, watch. No. Oh my, 2 Jack of alls. Crazy work. Deadeye, oh my days. Soul up, bruh. Yo, I'm hitting P for the first Contagious. I don't even know if I want to go for more. Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna get a second Contagious, bro. This one might hit Divinity, though. Oh my, that's like 3 Jack of Wolves, bro. Oh my, Deadeye, bro. Oh my days, yo. Yo, inshallah I get quick, bro. Come on, look in. I'm hitting P again. Solar, bro. Oh my, another Jack of Wool, bro. Oh my days. Deadeye again. That's like 5th and 10th Deadeye, bro. Solar, bro. Yo. This game is dragging it, bro. Yeah, as long as it's not... Okay, I got before PE. I guess that's still safe shot, so it's fine. Okay, that was it for the two DOT amps, and I have them on, of course, Hibana and Urza. They're the only two units that need it. And then for Denji, you got his own one because this last passive here, it allows you to remove the bleeds and then reapply it for its 20% of its original value. So let's say this does occur. I'm fairly confident, I'm pretty sure that this allows Urza to proc a second passive when on duelist form. You know, the duelist one where any bleed that expires gets turned into burn. So yeah, it will turn it into burn, and that way Hibana can reapply it because she reapplies burns. W game, so let me click. But Hibana does reapply burns. And last but not least, we've got Irons. I just gave him a Frozen Admiral because it gives him cost, because I have a Jack of War in it, so cost reduction and a burb. Ideally, I wouldn't say this is really an ideal one for him. You're only going to really be using him for summons, and if you want to upgrade him, you can use him for elementless, so a bit of DPS as well, full AoE. And that's pretty much it, you know. And the last unit, of course, is Alucard. And for Alucard, we're running his own Memoria with Divinity. If I had another one, I would give him Contagious because Contagious is more optimal for his Memoria. And then his, of course, his own Vanguard Familiar. So that's pretty much it for the setup in the team. Let's just go into it. I'm not only doing Sandbox showcase in terms of the team DPS and stuff. I'm also going to be going into the Rift and showing you that even with no farm, you can max all these guys, the main units. The only units you actually need to max is Alucard and Power. The rest of the units can be left on placement, which is very nice. And then if you got any spare money, you just put it into Irons. So yeah, let's just get into, I guess, the Sandbox, and then I'll go into the Rift run. Okay guys, we're in the Sandbox. I've fully set things up. You can see we've got Power here with her blood meter fully set up. We've got Alucard here. I did give him the 35% from his passive with the summons dying. And then Urza here. I gave her like 2 upgrades so she covers this little pathing, of course. And of course she's on duelist form. We have 1 on buff. You can have 2 subs, so 2 on buff and 1 on duelist, because as you know, only 1 reapplies now. And then Kafka with a few 2 upgrades just so we can cover this as well. She's applying Disease, and of course Spider's Web is going to be doing a lot of damage. And then the last 2 units we have is Denji and Hibana. We don't want to place them yet because we want Alucard to apply his wounded first, and then we place the Hibanas 1, 2, 3, and you'll see what I do. So first things first, I'll do it on a stationary boss. I've seen a lot of complaints saying, oh, why don't I always use a stationary boss? But I just want to show it on a stationary boss for now, and then of course I'll just change over to a moving boss and show you how easily this team can kill a moving boss as well. So let's just place this boss down. Let's go 1, 2, Denji, and then Hibana. And yeah, you'll see how much damage we do to this boss. So you got Denji removing the bleed and turning it, and then Urza is turning that bleed into burn, and then she's reapplying that burn. So it's just a lot of damage. And you can see Power's DPS is 2 million as well, EDPS. And then Alucard, of course, he's just crazy as well. With the summons on the map, he can do a lot. And any spare money you have in an actual match, you will just put towards Irons and give him the summons and elementless if you want. But you can see we're killing this boss off so fast. Just look at that. So 4 million EDPS on our Hibana. 4 million EDPS. Yeah, 5 million EDPS, yeah. On our Urza. And then Denji, on placement, he's doing 800k EDPS. He's just purely there just to remove the bleed. And then Kafka, you can see she has a lot of damage as well. And then, of course, Alucard and Power. And you can see this is a stationary boss. We're not struggling at all, you know, we're killing this off pretty easily. Like, I don't know, I'll put the DPS on the screen from when it was like 1 billion HP. I'll count a minute, I'll give it a minute and show you how much damage we did to it in a minute. So I'll put that on screen right now. And Loki, that's just a stationary boss as well. So now if we check a moving boss into the equation, you'll see how well we can deal with that boss as well. So it's just pretty much the same setup. We've got Kafka here, Urza here, this Urza for buffing, Denji we don't place yet, and Alu and Power. So we're gonna let Power get back to blood meter, and then I'll show you the moving boss. So let me get that back. Okay, things are set up yet again. So we're gonna spawn a moving boss on the edge of Kafka's range. And from here to, I guess, the edge of Kafka range, we'll see how much damage we can do to the boss, if we can even kill it, you know. So I have to get ready. So let's place a Denji. I'll place a Denji, like, yeah, for the boss as well. So boss, do this, do that, place Hibanas like this. and I place Denji. And with Hibana, you're gonna track it. So you see EDPS. This one's not getting any, so you just sell this one. This one's got all the EDPS right here. So you just follow it. Anytime when you see the EDPS start going down, you move it. So you sell and replace it. So you can see it's that sky, it's going down now. So now this one's taking it. So I can just sell this one because it's not doing any more damage. And I keep moving it like this. So I keep moving the Hibanas like this. And you can see this one's taking the EDPS now. So this one's not doing any more damage. I move this one. And that's pretty much how you play it. You keep moving them consistently. Need power and auto, by the way. And you can see 4 minute EDPS right there. And you just move it again. And keep consistently doing this. And that way you can just kill off a boss. You see, look at this. A 1.45 billion boss just getting killed off like this. Yet again, the same thing, same thing. Just keep moving them slowly and slowly. And now the Alucard summons are coming in. And of course, if we had irons upgraded with a bit of, I think we have like 70k spare yen normally in a Rift match. So you would upgrade irons in this scenario for your summons. See, now this damage is going down on our Hibana. We just move her. Who's getting in next? Is your damage going down? No, it's still rising, it's still rising. And now it's going down. You just send a replace. And you can see this one's taking it. So this one's irrelevant. And you just keep doing it, see? On the edge of Kafka's range, not even edge of Kafka's range, we just killed it off. And that's it, you know, you see. That boss, yeah. You guys always say, yeah, use a moving boss, use a moving boss. It's not game realistic, it's not game realistic. There you go, you know. A moving boss, let's say that's a final boss that you have to kill off. This team can kill off. And as you can see, I'd even replace Denji. I forgot to replace him, but I would have replaced Denji for the boss as well. So I did lose down a bit of damage on my Urza. So Loki, you can see this team does work. And I'll showcase it in a Rift, even though the Rift isn't really the best spot to showcase it. I do wish the custom stages would come out. And I would showcase it in Omni Tower, but I'm kind of a low floor, so let me climb my floors on Omni Tower. And then eventually I'll start showcasing teams, units, and stuff in the actual towers. Because I know the HP scaling for those ones are very nice. But I do think right now it is bugged. I've seen a lot of people say it is bugged, so maybe right now it's not the best time to go into Omni Tower, but eventually I will go into it and I'll showcase units and team comps in there, because right now we have no hard content. It's only that Shanks Rift, which is, I wouldn't say it's hard, it's just so easy now. And waiting for custom stages, you know, I hope custom stages do drop. I think in the, over here, I can't click this, but when you click the update 11 thingy and it shows the whole UI, it shows like 2 days and something, or 1 day and something, how many hours. So hopefully it does come out this weekend. We can just pray and only hope. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this part of this segment of the video. You can see this team actually holds up decently. You still have a lot more range on Alucard to utilize. You can still replace Hibanas. And even if you want, you can have 2 Urzas. So let's say this Urza has no range. You can just place this one here. And have this one set up on Duelist as well. So you can just sell, replace, and then move. Or you could even just utilize this one and then swap back to this one. You know, there's so many scenarios for this. This team is very good, I'd say. Let's just get into the Rift. I'm just yapping too much, bro. Low-key, I'm talking too much. Let's just get into the Rift. Okay, so low-key, I put this video on 2x speed because I know you guys wouldn't... I'm sure you guys know what the outcome is, you know. It's guaranteed win. It's just about how easy the boss dies. I'm sure you guys want to see that, at least. So yeah, first things first, I just place power. Place my Urza. Place Kafka as well. That way we're getting deceased. Plus, Powers Bleed is getting basically, I don't even know what word to use, man. Because the word isn't really detonate, but it's the simplest way to explain it. But you can see once Alucard is placed, he's slowing. Loki should have placed him very high up, like a lot higher up. It would have been a lot nicer. But yeah, I put Denji up there just for Nullify, just for early game. And you're just seeing where to place my next Urza. But you can see once you get Alucard to basically, was it Jackal and I forgot the actual name of the form, the actual move. But yeah, once you get to Mist form, you shouldn't be struggling at all, you know. Look, he's already doing 1 million damage at this upgrade. Full AoE with a 30% amp, plus he's slowing. I mean, yeah, plus he's slowing. I mean, 35% amp, plus he's slowing. It's so stupid, you know. So if I placed him slightly higher up, the waves would have been a lot quicker. but you know, it was all good. I moved my power as well. I moved a lot of my units, you know. I moved them slightly forward. But yeah, the amount of damage that Alucard is doing is so stupid that you don't even need Nullify. He's a full AoE unit. They have resilience, and because the DOT team is just like so stupid at this, they can easily just destroy this rift. And once we got deceased up with the Kafka and her detonate, it's not really detonating, bro. I don't know what the word is, bro. If someone knows the word to use for this, because detonating isn't the right term, then let me know, you know, because she does the flipping DOT damage here, but the DOT stays. That's all she does, but I don't know what to call it, but it's definitely not detonating the DOT. Because in a sense, yeah, detonating actually gets what's Englishing, not Englishing. Detonating actually gets rid of the DOT. But you can see this boss, first boss, not an issue at all. I'll put another Urza up front, just so she's on not a duelist form there. And this is why I wanted to place my Alucard slightly higher up, because I was not able to place my Denji as high as I wanted him to. Because if he applies his wounded first, then Alucard's wounded does not take over, which is kind of so stupid. The way the amps work right now is just so stupid. The highest priority wounded does not take priority. So if like Makima, Denji, Kisuke, or even Dio apply their wounded first, Alucard's wounded does not go above that, which is so stupid. So that's why you have to have Alucard applying wounded first. That's why I did not have Denji on the enemies. But yeah, you can see, even with just no farm, we're able to max power and Alucard so easily. Alucard will be your early game unit because he has full AoE slow. He's a cheap full AoE as well, it's like only 12k yen, so 14k when you factor in his, of course, placement cost. But yeah, that's why this team can work, you know. Alucard is so cheap, and you shouldn't be really struggling early game. And there's not really any content right now where you actually struggle. So yeah, I placed the Hibana there, upgraded Kafka a bit so it's sitting exactly on base, the enemy spawn, and that was pretty much it, you know. I don't really have to talk about this one that much because it's just pretty simple what was going to happen, you know. And I guess the one thing that I did make a mistake on was upgrading my Hibana. Her tree ended up applying Scorch to the enemies, but even then, with Scorched, it doesn't matter because the enemies are just going to be so easy to kill. Because of Kafka, because of Hibana, because of Urza, and because of Denji. They synergize so well together. And that's what's nice about this team, because you have 100k spare again. Imagine I put this money into Irons. I could have had like some decent summons at the back as well. Because with Irons, you can have access to the summons and Elementless in this team setup. So yeah, I upgraded Hibana for a better tree range. Because the tree takes off 20% range, 20% off Hibana's range. And you can see this boss basically just did not survive. Didn't even get past Hibana. And that's pretty much it for the run. And that's it for the video. You know, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments and let me know what you think about the team. That's it for the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.